Good evening, guys. It's Tommy at Northern Ear Reactions, and this is my very first live reaction on the channel. Welcome, thank you very much for tuning in and taking a look. So basically what's been happening is, if you've been watching my channel for the last couple of months, you'll know that pretty much every single video, actually not even pretty much, every single video that I've done has been recorded, edited and pushed out using my camera, using my phone, and you know, that comes with the phone audio, the phone camera, and the biggest thing that's stopped me from doing, hi Ben, hi Alte, hi, okay, the biggest thing that's stopped me from doing is going live. And that's ultimately what I wanted to do on this channel, is start going live and doing live reactions. You know, I had big plans of doing live reactions to whole gigs. So things like, I wanted to do the whole Vacan 2013 set from Nightwish. I wanted to do, you know, live, you know, it's been recommended that I do the whole Seattle gig, 1989 for Metallica. You know, but I can't do that off my phone because I can't get the screen of the video that I'm going to watch. But last week, that's why I've not been on very much in the last week, I took the leap and I bought a new PC with the help of Omar in the Discord. And thanks very much, Omar. And by the way, Omar, as a thank you, you will also get a song for me to react to as well. You know, you've been really, really helpful, and I appreciate all your help. And I've probably been doing your head in, asking loads and loads of questions. But basically, I bought a new PC that's capable of live streaming, and like an idiot, I forgot to buy a camera, and I forgot to buy a microphone. And I got to the point where I built the whole PC and I thought, great, I can do live stream. Oh no, I can't do live streams because I haven't got a camera anymore. So I've been away for the last couple of days, just trying to sort my head out and get everything done. I've now got a camera, I've now got a microphone. I've just done a test of it over the last 10 or 20 minutes with the guys in Discord, and they say that everything sounds like it's alright. So I'm going to do my very first song tonight, and it is going to be Metallica and their song called The Unnamed Feeling. Now apparently this might cause a bit of controversy because this is off the album called Saint Anger. Hi Teresa, hi Ellie, are you okay? Omar, what do you want me to repeat? Just let me know in the chat and I'll go over it again if you need me to. But apparently Saint Anger is their least popular album. But you know, I've seen quite a few comments in the comment section saying, you know what, although it does get a lot of stick, you know, you should still listen to some of the songs. So it's been recommended, The Unnamed Feeling. Now I'm hoping that Alte hasn't trolled me and picked the worst song off the album, but I'm going to trust him and put my trust in you, and I'm going to listen to okay, Lefty Me, Saint Anger sound sucks. Alright, well I'll see. Let's see in the next couple of minutes, let's see what it sounds like. The one thing that I do like from Metallica is the intricacy, the energy, the way that they tell a story with the music. You know, sometimes you don't even need to know what the lyrics are. You can tell what's happening in the song by what's happening in the song. You know, things like Fade to Black, you know what's happening towards the end of that song because of how the music's being played. So hopefully this song has got the similar kind of theme where you can kind of appreciate the story by the musicality of it. I'm just going to jump straight in. Yeah, Omar, sorry, you said something about deserving a reaction. Yes, for all your help, mate, because I've been sending you multiple messages throughout the last couple of weeks asking for advice. If you've got a song that you want me to do, let me know and I'll do it this weekend, mate. I'll do a live reaction to it this weekend. So, yeah, I'm just going to jump in. Now, the only downside is I haven't got a second screen, so for a split second I'm going to have to change the scene that you see so that you can see the Google, you can see the YouTube video that I'm about to watch. So I'm just going to change the scene now. And let's change this. I'm not going to choose the official video either, but just because I don't want it to get taken down on my very first live. That'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? And again, because I haven't got two screens, I can't see any comments that you are leaving right now, just because I'm on full screen on my one screen that I've got. So hopefully in the future, if I've got two screens, I'll have all your comments and questions and stuff on the other screen whilst I can watch this. So what I'll have to do is at the end of this song, go back to any of the comments and see if I can talk about them or answer them. But this is Metallica, The Unnamed Feeling. I've just seen a comment there to say that this is the best song off their album in his opinion. I think that was it Ben that said that? So let's just jump straight in and let's see what it's all about. This is Metallica, The Unnamed Feeling. Let's go. Quite a bluesy sound at the minute. You know, already this does sound a little bit different to what I'm used to. The drums sound different as well. Is this the album that everyone says the snare's really loud? I might be mistaken, but I've seen chat in the Discord go on saying the snare's really loud on a certain album. Is this it? Let's go back. This is nice. That's good. Who's that singing? Oh, is that it? Done. Yep. Okay, right, let me just change scenes back again. Okay, I liked that. Okay, so, oh, there's quite a few comments here. Let's let's have a look. I can see a few people. Here we go. Let's have a look at some of these comments. Hi, bro, from Lima, Peru. Nice. Thanks for tuning in, Jay Pearman. We should warn you, it's a weird one. Because the sound sucks. Sweet Amber is a good track off the album. Groups 2 normally get warnings at live stream before it gets blocked. Okay, so stay away from official videos. Yeah, okay, Omar. So yeah, I'll stay away from official videos. Actually, before I read these comments, let me just share what I'm thinking just before I forget. I don't know whether it's this new PC or the sound, or maybe I've not configured it right, but it felt like the guitars were muffled a little bit. Like as if they weren't as crisp and as clear and as present as normal. It just felt a little bit, felt a little bit muffled. I liked the transitions. Again, I liked the contrast between that really catchy, almost like a bluesy, repetitive riff, when it went to that clean, kind of slower, not slower tempo, but that cleaner, gentler sound. I liked that. That was very good. I don't know whether that represented the Unnamed Feeling that was coming alive. I don't know what the Unnamed Feeling was, so if you guys know, stick it in the comments section. But yeah, it just felt a little bit rough around the edges. That's fair to say. Like it was a good song. The riff was good. The song was catchy. The vocals were good, but it just felt a little bit raw. And I don't know whether it's meant to be like that. But yeah, it just felt a little bit raw. Let's have a look at some of these comments. Stay away from official videos. Yep, the drums are one of the things that ruin this album. Okay, so this might be the album then that everyone says the drums are too loud and I've got a weird sound to them. Snares are loud on several Metallica albums, but this is the one that everyone complains about. Okay. Yeah, we probably do need some kind of moderation. Recording in a concrete box. Okay, so yeah, this might be what I'm saying. The sound does feel like it was muffled, like it couldn't it couldn't reach the speakers properly. Okay. Let's have a look at some of these. Remind me why I never listened to this album. It really is the best thing ever when you are crying. This album makes my ears cry. Okay. Connor Wells, morning, evening, Connor. How are you? I hope you're all okay, mate. My first ever live, Con. Yeah, good. I'm enjoying it. I'm a little bit nervous. For those of you that don't know, Connor Wells in the chat section is my mate. He lives down south. He's a musician. He's got his own podcast, Young Broke Musicians. He's got his own YouTube channel as well, where he does a mixture of vlogging and music reactions and music reviews, and does his own music and stuff. So check him out. Lefty Me, of course, but in my opinion, this is their worst album. Is really that bad though? Absolutely. Yeah, so it looks like a lot of yous are saying the same kind of thing. That it's the sound. The thing with Saint Anger is the production is ass, but I really enjoy the songs. Yeah, Black Dragon 95. I'm going to show that. This was held for review. I'm going to show that comment. I get what you mean. The song itself sounded really good, but it's just the way that it sounded was a little bit off. It didn't quite sound balanced. I really like some of Monster 2, but it doesn't really go anywhere and just drags on. Ben, is Monster another song off this album? Black Dragon 95, don't be nervous, you're doing good. Thanks, Black Dragon. Yeah, so I've had 6 months basically of recording myself, and the great thing about recording myself is I can go away and edit it all and cut out all the ums and ahs and all the bits where I stumble over my words and say the wrong thing, like when I've just said morning to Connor and it's like 10:15 at night. So yeah, this is a little bit strange, but it's something that I'll get used to. Lefty Me, what should we call you? You can call me Tommy, you can call me Thomas, you can call me Tom, whatever you want to call me. Robin C 1986, I'm not a fan of this era of Metallica. What's your favourite album then? Let me know what your favourite Metallica album is. Morning from Japan. Richard Tomlin, are you really from Japan, or are you saying morning because I messed up and said morning? Omar, the whole album sounds so different from their early stuff, that's why most people hate it. Altay's going to choose to call me Thompson. Thompson's fine, as long as it's not offensive, it's cool. Seattle 89 is good in my opinion, it's overrated, the audio isn't what it could be, the guitars are very compressed. I would highly recommend Moscow 1991. Is Moscow 1991 the same gig as the Pantera song that I reacted to a couple of months ago that I got loads of hate for? Was it like a festival, or are they two completely separate gigs? Richard sitting in Tokyo getting breakfast ready. Nice. Okay, so yeah, it's probably about 10 or 11 hours over there in front, isn't it? Altay, yeah, it's the same gig. Okay, cool. Right, so it must have been some kind of multi-artist festival then. Robin C says Ride the Lightning is the best album. So far, which Metallica songs have I listened to? I've done Master of Puppets. I've already heard one. I haven't done a reaction to that. I've done Disposable Heroes, but I think they're all off the Master of Puppets album. Is that right? And then I've done Call of Cthulhu, Orion. Are they off the Ride the Lightning album? I think all the Metallica songs that I've done have been off the first 2 or 3 albums. I could be wrong though, because I'm not a Metallica. I'm not big on Metallica. I'm only recently been introduced to them. Sorry, Richard, Kyoto, not Tokyo. Okay, sorry, I misread that. 5:30 in the morning. You're up early, mate. To be fair. Justice for All and Justice for All is my favourite album. You know that I don't think that's one that I've heard any songs off. One Sad Boy and Justice for All is the album that inspired me to play guitar, but in my honest opinion, Ride the Lightning is the best one. Okay, cool. Alte, as far as I know, Metallica and Pantera were support acts for more popular bands like the Scorpions. The Scorpions, were they the people that did Winds of Change back in the 90s? Or have I got that mistaken? Let's have a look. The Scorpions band. Hang on. So Metallica and Pantera were support acts for the guys that sang Winds of Change in 1990. What? I mean, the Scorpions, please tell me they had better songs than Winds of Change. I mean, it was alright at the time, but you know, it's not like a timeless classic, is it? Scorpions were huge then. Wow. Okay. Shit. Sorry, there's been some comments since I've last had a look. The only thing I really know is with San Francisco. If you ever do reaction to Death Magnetic, listen to the Guitar Hero version because the CD version is really bad. Okay, I'll try and remember that. One is from Justice for All. Okay, cool. You should really listen to For Whom the Bell Tolls. Yeah, that's been suggested quite a few times actually. Scorpions is an older band. So was Scorpions around for a couple of years then before that gig in 91? They must have been if they were so big. I can't believe Metallica and Pantera are support acts. Aren't Metallica and Pantera classed as like the big four metal bands of all time? And they were support. Jesus. Black Dragons 95, Metallica got really big after their Black album in 91. Oh, okay. Got some catching up to do. Yeah, I probably have got some catching up to do, to be fair. Didn't Metallica release a new album last week? Like, was it like an orchestra version or re-released songs with an orchestra on them? I don't know. Could be mistaken. S&M2 orchestra. Okay. So yeah. What's that like? Do I need to listen to that? Is that worth listening to it, or should I listen to the first version of it? Let me know. Okay, cool. I should listen to the first one. Do you know what? Should we just do For Whom the Bell Tolls right now? Let me see. Can I change this? Let's change the title of this so it's not just the Unnamed Feeling. Metallica songs. Let's change it to very first live reaction. Metallica. Let's just change it to that. I can edit it later on. I'm listening, so in the description I'll be listening to songs by Metallica. This is cool. This is off the cuff, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have to go and find it then. So, the advantage of doing it live is that you can do what the hell you like. Yeah, I suppose it is. That's the big advantage of what I'm doing. You should do Cliff 'Em All version right after though. Okay. Zanite, hey, how are you? You've not been in the Discord for ages. Where have you been? Right, let me just go and search for this. So it's called For Whom the Bell Tolls. Right, now, before I do it, is there a specific video that I need to listen to? Because, you know, I've got people commenting all the time saying, you know, the solo's been cut out, or you've chose the wrong version, or you should have done this, or you should have done that. So let me just share the screen again so that you can see what I can see. And let me just change that. Just bring up your comments so that I can see your comments. Oh God, what's happening here? Oh God, I don't know what I've done. There we go. Not really. Okay, so I'm just going to do this top version here that's got 62 million views then. Cool, I'll just do that. Let me just make sure there's no adverts. Sorry. This is the downside. This is the downside to lives. Right, let me just pause it and go back to the beginning. Shit. This is the downside to doing lives. Right, I'm gonna... let me just make sure I've not missed any important comments before I go in. Not really. No, so there's no version. Okay, Tommy is a boomer. Definitely not a boomer. I'm a millennial, if anything. No, I am a millennial. I'm not a fucking boomer. Sorry, I've swore. That's going to get me demonetised. Or probably demonetised anyway, because it's copyright, isn't it? Matthew Hogue. Hi, Matt. You're right. One of the few they have I would consider anti-war. Disposable Heroes 1 and Hero of the Day are in the same vein. Cool. Okay. Don't tell him about the intro. You know, when you say that in big letters, Alte. Now I'm going to be listening for Let Him Figure It Out by Himself. So there's something to figure out. Let's just have a look at something here. Okay. So Omar's just messaged me direct to say that you can hear my fan on my PC. Sorry if you can hear my fan. Black Dragons, I am 33, so I'm not that much older than you. I'm 8 years older than you, so I'm not a boomer. But, yeah, I'm sorry if you can hear the fans. I've actually taken 2 of them out, and this is the sound that you can still hear. So hopefully they're not too noisy, but just let me know in the comment section if they are. So this is For Whom the Bell Tolls. I'm going to go full screen again. I'm not going to be able to see any comments until the end, but this is only 5 minutes long, so I'll catch up on some of the comments afterwards. Right, let me just go full screen, and let's go full screen here. Let's press play. That's more like it. Nice bass. I like the fade out here. Cool. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Let's go back to your comments. Right. Okay. That was much better. I much preferred that song to the one that I've just heard before, the Unnamed Feeling. Everything sounded crisper, everything sounded more present, catchy riff. I feel like I've heard it somewhere before though, but I don't know whether I've just heard it when I was at college. You know, there was a guy at college that was a massive Metallica fan, and he would just play riff after riff after riff, and it got to the point where I wouldn't know which riff he was playing was Metallica and which one was Black Sabbath, or which one. He was a massive Muse fan as well, which sounds really weird in comparison. But, you know, I don't know whether I've just heard it there. Let me have a look at some of the comments over the last 5 minutes. So Alte says, don't tell him about the intro, let him figure it out himself. And I don't know whether it's just YouTube live nerves or whether it's the pre kind of what do they call it, where you priming me. But I felt like I was trying too hard to try and figure something out in the intro, and I'm not 100% sure what I was meant to find. But anyway, I can live with the sound, don't worry. You are all babes here. 55. Richard, 55 isn't old, mate. 55 isn't old. Oh, Black Dragons 95. By the way, the intro is played on a bass. Hang on. So I mentioned the bass, but that was obvious that was the bass. Do you mean the bit that was like da 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 da? Was that bass as well? Really? Let's have a look. I'll check the comments in a minute. Delete that. Alte telling Black Dragons 95 to delete the comment about it being on a bass. Okay, I didn't see it until the end anyway. Richard and I were actually alive when this was made. Nice, okay. Richard Tomlin, it's funny sitting here. Scorpions, Metallica, these are all new bands to me. So Richard, are you new to Metallica as well? Oh man, now this is the Metallica that everyone loves. Yeah, okay, I've much preferred this sound, like I just said. Ben, just wondering if you listened to any System of a Down songs. I listened to Bring Your Own Bombs. Was that System of a Down? I think it was. And there's one song that they've got that's like super famous that everyone's heard. So famous that I don't know the name of it, but I think I've heard that one as well. Richard Tomlin, Dio, Rainbow, Whitesnake and Purple were my time. Okay, yeah. A lot of people have asked me to do Dio, actually. But apparently he's got his own band that he moved to either before or after, and they're the band that I need to be listening to or something. Cool. One sad boy, I wish Prof were here. Yeah, Prof, if you were here, mate, God knows what you'd be saying about the first song that I listened to. Yeah, he is in America though, so you're right, Omar, he's probably sleeping because he works nights, doesn't he? So he's like the opposite to most Americans. Okay, so Matthews just said the lead guitar in the intro is Cliff on the bass. Really? Okay. So, how do they do that live then? They mustn't be able to do that live. Unless Cliff was that good on bass that he can play that bass line and the riff as well. Check it out again. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, what have I done with it? Let's listen to that again. Actually, Oh, actually, you can't hear it until I share this screen. Now let's see. So this bit. Yeah, it does sound thicker, doesn't it? This is the bit that I noticed. Dun, 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 dun. Right, that's clearly not bass. That's guitar. Okay. So, so it's just the higher part that's the bass. Now for the Clifford Hall version. Richard, I missed the 90s. How old was I in the 90s? 3 until 13. You know, I've got to say, my favourite era, not for music, but my favourite era would be 2000 and... I'm going to say 2003 to 2007. So from 16 to 20 years old. Loved it, because that was about the right amount of time when I was getting into music. I was starting to extend my musical palette, if you like. You know, up until then I was listening to whatever's on the radio, and being in Manchester, a lot of it was Oasis, and at the time it was like Oasis and Blur, and then you had all the crappy R&B that was coming over from America, and then you had like Craig David and all those kind of like UK garage scene. And then when I left school and joined college and started studying music at college, I suddenly started getting introduced to jazz. So like Miles Davis and John Coltrane and Wes Montgomery and Dizzy Gillespie and all that kind of stuff. And then I started getting introduced to people like the Smiths and the Stone Roses and Joy Division, and you know, other people like Stevie Wonder and Queen, and you know, all these bigger people that kind of helped shape music through the decades. And then I started to find my own kind of style, which was like I said, the Smiths and more of the Manchester 80s, late 80s, early 90s scene. So like Happy Mondays and stuff like that. So yeah, that was more my kind of scene. But you know, the amount of music that I've listened to whilst being on this channel, you know, makes me almost sad that I didn't listen to it back then. That this is the very first time that I'm being exposed to it, age 33, listening to Metallica for the first time. You know, listening to Iron Maiden for the first time, listening to Pantera for the first time. You know, I was going to say Spirit Box, but they're a brand new band. But all this kind of music that I've never listened to before, I'm listening to purely because of you guys. You guys are introducing me to it, and I'm really, really pleased and really happy that I've been able to do this. Anyway, back to some of these comments. Chop Suey, yeah, that's the song Left in Me. That's the System of the Down famous song. That's the one that goes something about self-righteous suicide. Is that right? That one, yeah, that's the one that I've heard. There is a really, really good jazz cover version of Chop Suey by Postmodern Jukebox, which is amazing. So if you like that whole kind of mixing up songs and doing like kind of 40s and 50s jazz versions of them, check out that. That's really good. You still need to do some of Rush. Yeah, so Matthew, Rush, is it 2112? And Tom Sawyer, people are always asking me about. So that's definitely going to go on the voting over the next couple of weeks, for sure. Angry Professor Metal Noises, yeah, definitely. Saw these when Cliff Burton was still in the band on Master of Puppets tour. Cliff was that good on bass. Wow. You know, I said in a previous video that I've got family that live in Sweden, and I go over there quite a lot, and they live in a town called Ljungby. And I only found out a couple of weeks ago that it's about 15-20 minutes drive away from the town called Derup, which is where Cliff passed away, and where his memorial stone is. So the next time I'm in Sweden, probably when COVID's over, because they've got this 14-day quarantine thing, this no travel zone in Sweden at the minute. The next time I go over there, I'm heading up to there, and I'll have to take some pictures and just kind of take it all in and kind of take the scenery in and try to get a feel for hopefully meet a few Metallica fans as well over there, because apparently it's quite busy. A lot of people go over there quite a lot. Watch the 85 version and you'll see how Cliff plays bass on the intro, not guitar. Cliff just plays the lead and the other guitar carry the rest live. Okay, cool, okay. Alte, again, watch the Cliff Amal version. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's Cliff Amal. Am I right far behind on these comments? Alte, can't you read the chat from your phone, by the way? A lot of live streamers do that. Hang on. Can you tell I've never done this before? Can I read the comments on my phone?
I recommend you
God.
anybody.
Let's have a look. Am I just viewing? I think I'm just viewing my own live here. Sorry guys, this isn't very entertaining for you guys watching me. Live chat. Oh shit, yeah I can. Sweet, okay, I'll keep that up there then. For when I'm watching the music, I'll just follow it on the screen here for the time being, because there is still a 10 or 15 second delay. Okay, Alte, please use a boomer, give him a rest. Okay, when it comes to Cliff, there isn't much video recorded of him, but Day on the Green 85, Copenhagen 86, and Germany 85 are some good shows. Okay, that's cool. You'll be a pilgrim, Tommy. What if I go to Sweden? Black Dragons 95, what? WTF, I'm from Sweden. Whereabouts in Sweden are you from, Black Dragons? So my family, like I said, Ljungby, which is pretty much South Sweden, and I know that the North Swedes pretty much say that that kind of area of Sweden, Skåne, South, is classed, that they call it half Danish, because, you know, they're pretty much Danish, they're that far south. Defo watched the first minute of Day on the Green for Cliff's ultimate vid moment. Okay. Thanks, Teresa, you're doing great. Thanks. I'm feeling a bit more relaxed. You know, we've been on for, what, 45, 50 minutes or something now, maybe? Don't know how to tell. Oh, 47 minutes. Can you tell I'm just learning all this? 47 minutes we've been live. Right, let's see what this Cliff Amal video is about. Let's have a look. Hang on, before I move into, should I do Cliff Amal version? Let me know in the comments section. Black Dragons 95, I'm from Gothenburg. So, are you actually from Sweden, or do you just live over there? Right, okay, so people are starting to say yes, do the Cliff Amal version. So I'm going to do the Cliff Amal version, and I'll follow some of the comments that are popping up on the phone. Right, so, is it For Whom the Bell Tolls still? Okay, Cliff Amal. Why have I seen this before? Hang on. Is this the video that I think this is the video that Thingy shared a couple of weeks ago. I think this might be the video that Prof shared in Discord a couple of weeks ago, but now I'm really confused because why didn't I recognise that song when I've just listened to it? Okay, I'll listen to it anyway. Let's go. Let's go full screen.
All know Cliff Burton over here. Everyone, hi Cliff, how you doing?
Look at the crowd. Nice. Is that the set list there on that piece of paper? Is it? Look at him. He's just all in, isn't he? Look at her just walking in the background. She doesn't even know what she's watching. Wow, okay. So that explains it. That explains why. That explains why I recognise the riff, because I've heard the song before. But the reason why I didn't recognise the song was because the introduction on that Cliff Amour version was different to the studio version. You know, apart from the little, not the riff wasn't different, but he put his own little embellishments, or quite big embellishments, on there. So yeah, great. His energy was fantastic, wasn't it? He was there. He was there all the way. Let's have a look at some of these comments. I saw that a few of them were coming through. Ja, svensk. Okay, cool. Lefty me, get danced. So apparently the Danish and the Swedish language is similar enough that a lot of people live in Sweden and work in Denmark, and vice versa. A little bit of trivia for you actually about Denmark. Copenhagen Airport is shaped like a paper aeroplane. Google it if you don't believe me. I didn't believe it when I first saw it, and yeah, it's actually shaped like a paper aeroplane. Great. Hej Lefty, ni har bra priser på öl. So Black Dragons has said, hi Lefty, you have good prices for beer in Denmark. Yeah, it's got to be better than the Swedish prices for beer. So Matthew says, when they were first starting, Cliff was the best who knew the music. Yeah, I get that impression off a lot of people actually. He taught the others how to write harmony parts and had a huge impact on their early compositional style. Cool. Good. OG's there. Annoying people telling that Cliff makes Lars sound good. Cool. Okay. For those of you that aren't in the Discord, I am planning on doing a YouTube live stream, Metallica themed, on the 27th of September, which would be the anniversary of Cliff's passing. To be fair, that song might have been a good candidate to be part of that video, to be fair, but let me know if there's something that you think I should do that would be fitting to do that night. Someone suggested, I think it was Prof suggested the Seattle concert, but then someone commented and said, you know, it's not got Cliff in it, why would you do that? If there's something that you think would be a fitting for that night, let me know. Leave it in the comments section, either in here or Richard Tomlin said stick it in anyway. Yeah, I suppose I could still do it that night anyway. It just wouldn't be a true reaction. It would just be a let's play this song for the night. But yeah, I thought it'd be quite nice on the anniversary of his passing. Let's do that song. Let's do a Metallica themed night to commemorate it. But I think I'm gonna call it a night tonight. I think this has been really, really good. I've really enjoyed doing this. Again, sorry about the fans if you can hear it, but I'm really, really pleased that this new camera, the new microphone, the new PC has all worked. Let me see if OBS says I've dropped any frames. Number of dropped frames in 58 minutes live equals 0 dropped frames. So everything has worked pretty damn well tonight, and thanks very much for being a part of it. I've really, really appreciate you coming on. All the chat has been amazing. Let's have a look. Jason is good too. Justice for Jason. Justice for Jason, is that another Metallica song? To Live Is To Die would be perfect. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? To Live Is To Die. Okay. Do the Thing That Should Not Be. It's commemoration, isn't it? The Call of Cthulhu Lyceum version could be good for that night. Sleep is for the weak. Matthew, glad I caught this. Cheers. Matthew, I'm glad that you came along, and I'm glad that all of you have come along, really. Thanks very much for being a part of it. Google Systembolaget if you want to see how it is in Sweden. So Systembolaget is the Swedish off license, isn't it? Ben, thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate you being a part of it. I am going to call it a night, pretty much dead on the hour mark. I don't think I can see these comments once the live stream finishes, so if you wouldn't mind, when this goes onto a normal video, then please leave your comment on what would be good for the Cliff Burton night on the 27th. As always, if you are new to the channel and you've not seen this channel before, there's tons of Metallica that I've done, there's tons of other stuff that I've done as well, so check it all out. Black Dragons, thanks very much, mate, or should I say Taksumike, for your comments and being a part of tonight. You've been really active in the chats, so I really appreciate that. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you like and share the page, and you know, if you are interested, there is a Patreon. You know, there's no pressure at all, but you know, if you're a part of the Patreon, you'll get in the Discord, you'll get voting powers, you can even help me decide what videos and what song go to vote in. So, you know, if you're interested, have a look. If not, then just like and share. That's more than enough. But yeah, thanks very much, guys. I hope you have a good night, and you never know, I might even catch this live streaming bug and do another one tomorrow. You never know. I have got a reaction to Ginger's new one take Judgment and Punishment that I recorded last week, that I just need to edit and stick out, so that might go out tomorrow or Sunday. But you know, I'm glad that I can now do live reactions, because this might be the way forward, because as far as editing's concerned, I'd rather spend an hour or two chatting to you guys and listening to songs than spending an hour or two editing a 15-minute video. So this might be the way forward, I think, actually. But yeah, anyway, I'm taking ages to say goodbye, like a woman. Sorry, that was really sexist, wasn't it? But yeah, thanks very much for being a part of it. Take care, guys, and I will see you very soon. Have a good night. See you in a bit.